WhatsApp and phone calls. What's your thoughts concerning that, really?
Well, I feel like as we've had the Twitter shock, anything is possible. Yes. So I am not surprised with the actions of the government, but then, is this what we really want right now? I mean, we have a whole lot to attend to.
Absolutely.
And giving in 4.8
that's
billion,
a lot, man.
that's a lot. And I feel I don't want to speak on behalf of the government, but then we should really pay attention to some other things.
Okay, we would like to hear your thoughts concerning this. Remember to join by the link showing on your screen and, of course, through our social media. This is Hello Africa. One thing I'm going to say about this, just like what you said, there's so much, to pay attention to in Nigeria as a whole. You talk about insecurity, the kidnapping is ongoing. It never stops. There's so much, okay? Our roads, we have issues with power supply, So I think we need to channel our energy and our focus towards that angle and not monitoring one's call and WhatsApp.
And
because WhatsApp, it's my privacy. That's what I think. Okay, moving on. It's a beautiful news as our wonderful comedian, multiple award-winning comedian. He's a singer, he's a rapper, he's an actor. He's also a TV host, okay, from time to time. And he's none other than Basket Mouth, Bright Okocha. And he welcomed his third baby boy with his beautiful wife, Elsie. We wish them, a very beautiful time together. And we're saying congratulations on the birth of their, third baby. We're really, excited about that news. It's such an exciting one. On your screen, you can see how beautiful they're looking, okay? Another one is our guys, okay? Burna Boy, Davido, these guys are doing us proud globally. They are changing the narrative in the sense that they say Africans are criminals, Africans are no good, they've got nothing to offer. They're changing all that, okay, to put us on the map. And this time around, they are representing us at the Global Citizen Life 2021. And not to forget that Femi Kuti is also on the list. Tiwa Savage, our beautiful Tiwa Savage, is also on the list, okay? And they will be working alongside other superstars this year. Congratulations to them.
Big congratulations. I feel that's a leap in their career and also in our entertainment industry. For the international body to have reckoned and recognized us, to put us on the map, that's great.
That's really great. Okay, one video that made viral statement over the weekend was none other than that of a traditional wedding, okay? Where the friends of the groom decided to scatter. They used the word scatter because it was some kind of distraction. You're meant to celebrate your friend. We appreciate you for coming with your monies and all that. But at the end of the day, they got carried away. Maybe they got carried away. That's my take, okay? And they started throwing monies on guests. And that was not enough. They started dropping some at the bushes. So people, the situation of the country. People need this dough. You get what I'm saying? And people started running from place to place. And the whole place was, in some kind of shreds.
Okay, so what I think is for these guys, this was a wedding for their friend.
For their friend.
And if this was about their friend, I felt they should respect everything and all he was doing. But then it turned out that they made other moves. I mean, bringing out money and spraying it to people and dragging them.
They threw it at people. They stoned. The word said they stoned it on people's faces. And that is really unacceptable if you ask me. Yeah, you're giving me money, but come on. Add some respect to it. You know what I'm saying?
But the question is, are you sure these people didn't want this money? I mean, whether you're stoning it to us or however, if you're going to give me $1 million, please stone it to me.
But the bottom line is there is a wedding going on, right?
Yes, yes.
And I just feel we should be able to, that's why we're even talking about, you know, the topic we're discussing today. And it has to do with you being emotionally involved, having that, you know, skill set of understanding when to do something at the right time. Okay, there's time for everything. You want to stone money, do it maybe at your birthday party and not at somebody's wedding, because it was really distracting. And it felt like, you know what, it was really confusing people, and people's attention, instead of it to be on the groom and the bride, it was diverted to the money angle. Anyway, moving on, we're talking about Baba Ijesha, okay? Yeah, his GoFundMe page was taken down after so much protest. We know we talked about it some time ago, about the fact that when he was granted bail, he decided to, you know, open a page where people could just fund his legal fees and stuff like that. And I said that was really unacceptable. And I'm so happy because we don't want to, I know you have a different angle to this, but the point is we don't want to kind of give them a clap because you are still on the trial, if I may, you know, simply put, and the case is still in court. We don't know if he's really guilty, but we feel he's guilty because we saw the videos that went round and everything. And it won't be right to just go funding someone that you think is a criminal in court, okay? So it's a good development in that. Right, yeah.
But this is what it is. So for the GoFundMe account, it was created to help him deal with the legal issues.
Yes.
So his fan who created this account,
he did it.
Created this GoFundMe account so he could be able to raise funds for the legal petitions, petitions. So I feel like he had his reasons. And if that was what he wanted, of course, that has nothing to do with his case. Whether people want to fund him or not, it should be that wasn't what we were fighting.
So you feel like his account is meant to still stay while, you know, the trial is ongoing? Is that what you're saying?
Because he has this account basically because of the trials he's facing. If eventually he was going to face, we don't know if he's guilty or not.
Yeah.
So if he was going to face a crime or a sentence and they would need bail or something, he would need finance for it. So that was why he created this.
Okay, I'm just going to reserve my comment because I really have a different perspective as touching him even coming up with the idea of opening a GoFundMe page in the first place. Okay, Imo State's government seals Rocha's Foundation College in Owerri. Anyway, some people feel it's politically motivated. There's so much politics they're playing. You know, Rochas Okorocha happens to be the former governor of Imo State, and he's been having this back and forth with the present governor of Imo State. One thing I got to know about the foundation, even if you have personal issues, you think about the people who are benefiting from the foundation. Okay. Because it happens to be a college where people enjoy free education. So when you seal this education or this very platform, a lot of people will be losing out. And as a leader, you have to look at both sides, right? And see how best you can handle, you know, your differences without hurting innocent persons. Okay, or dragging them into it. That's my take on this, basically. So I think the governor of Imo State, whatever, you know, issue he's having with the former governor, they should try to iron it out, okay, work it out, and just look through it that there are people benefiting from the foundation, over 4,000 persons, actually, so it's a lot. So we don't push these people back on the streets.
Yes, I agree with you. Honestly. So if the governor was, or the government was supposed to probe his properties or hold on to his assets, the ones that are of general use or
benefits
to the society, the public, they should really have boundaries to what they do with those properties. Yes, yes.
Okay. Remember, you can be part of the show by calling in, okay? We'll look forward to hearing from you. You can share your thoughts. If you want to talk about the groom's friend that decided to scatter a wedding, feel free to share. If you want to talk about Burna Boy, Davido, Tiwa Savage, Femi Kuti, who is putting Africa on the global map, feel free to do so. And of course, if you want to talk about Baba Ijesha, whatever it is you want to react on, feel free to do so through the link showing on your screen. And this is Hello Africa. We'll take a quick break, and when we return, we'll be taking more stories. Stick around.
cut. Screen. Africa on Black Drum TV, and my name is Favor Aya. Of course, with me on the show is the most beautiful.
Your homegirl, Nita.
Okay, so all the way, we've had wonderful headlines, and we're getting back to it. This one says, low charges of airlines handling services may compromise safety. So FAN Nigeria has focused on the charges. They are complaining on the charges that the federal government have helped them reduced because of the
delay
situations and delays. Yeah. So now the situation on ground is they are complaining that this action could warrant unnecessary security issues, and then it will be easy. What I feel is everybody could travel.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are trying to curtail these security issues, and I mean,
they said it's going to compromise safety.
Yes.
You know, we kind of talk about it off camera, talking about the fact that the federal government issued a statement that any airline that fails to maybe give passengers their, due services should return 100% of their flight fare. I think that's what this is all about. It's bringing up these whole issues of people coming up to say, you know what, you have to also consider the safety of the passengers, because if you're saying we should reduce the flight fare and all that, it will affect safety. I think they should look into it and be able to come up with a beautiful decision that will serve both parties. Okay, we still have more.
Yeah. It's on. So, also we have Davido makes cover of American magazine, speaks on music career and on this. I must say Davido has really been out there and been the story lately with his friends, losing his friend, 44 of the DMW crew, and now we're still hearing of him being on the top page of a magazine in America. That's a great one. He's working hard.
He is really a creative multitasker. I stumbled on a video, I think like a flashback video, where he sold out in O2 Arena and the performance was electrifying. So congratulations to Davido.
Thank you.
Stay strong. We're praying for him, and we pray that God will keep him safe and everyone around him.
Thank you.
So congratulations on that.
Okay, furthermore, this one's Lady Wow's 7-year-old boy who wears nylon-tied sandals to school gives him shoes. I mean, this is the kind of love and energy we just need.
I mean, you don't need to have all the monies in the world to just show kindness. No matter how little it is, okay? Even if it's just 1,000 and you know it's going to put smile on somebody's face, reach out.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have to be a Dangote, $1 and all that. So I really love that. And congratulations to the boy, because you just said shoes. She gave him several shoes, okay?
Yes,
not just one, not just one. So that's really such a welcome gesture, you know? So we're so happy about it. And of course, we pray that the girl will definitely, or the lady will definitely get her blessings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 11, we have another story.
Yeah.
South Africa COVID vaccinations face delay after pharmacy lootings. I mean,
that's sad.
Very sad. So we've had rising cases of COVID in South Africa, and more vaccines were supplied. But the pharmaceutical body,
holding it.
Yes. No, now the fact that there has been rising theft situations and attacks on the pharmacies led to them taking this action.
Okay.
And I feel, okay, over the news, we also heard they've been able to cover 4.2 million immunities. They've given out immunizations to over 4.2 people out of 59 million of their nation's number. So I feel like it's a good move, and they should continue with it. But I mean, if people are going to come steal these vaccines from the pharmacies, then they have no options but to hoard them.
Okay, I think we just need to move on with that. It's such a sad one that people know that this is meant for people's safety and, you know, to make sure everybody is healthy. But the selfish one will always want to, you know, show their skills. Okay, in Kenya, tea growers shifted their produce of, you know, producing tea into pineapple as their climate, you know, changes, basically.
Yeah. Moving on to Marvel Head says Black Panther 2 will be very special.
We can't wait.
We can't wait.
I can't wait, actually, because I'm a very big fan of the Marvel, you know, platform. And they brought Black Panther 1, and it was amazing. So definitely, we look forward to this.
And of course, after the loss of Chad last year, we look forward to seeing what they have to offer now that we are aware he's not going to be in the production.
They gave us a little bit of tips that it has a lot of, you know, some kind of honoring him thing going on. So we look forward to it. Yeah. We really look forward to it.
Okay, Jennifer Lopez partners to develop film and TV based on musicals from Rogers and Hammerstein and more. That's good.
She released a new song recently, and this is really amazing for her to partner. You know, she's a dancer, a musician, multiple award winner, Grammy award winner, actually, and also, you know, an actor. So this is really such a beautiful one. She comes up with, you know, collaborations and bringing up musicals for Rogers. Really amazing.
Okay, so we have this. Now this happens to be the highlight of our show today. Now this one says, Google's CEO is facing intense criticism for his leadership style. His response is pure emotional intelligence. Now that brings us to our topic today. Of course, we will be buttressing on emotional intelligence and the necessity for everyone to have knowledge about emotional intelligence. Nita, come on, I mean, what do you think about this?
It's such a brilliant one because people are very quick to judge, quick to criticize. But he decided to say, you know what? I don't need to be in the same shoe with you. I don't need to go down with you. I just need to open your mind that life is full of mystery, okay? He decided to just respond intelligently, and everybody could see it that this man, he's got some wisdom. It's not Google CEO for editing now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, that's a brilliant thing. But then I feel in your workspace, in your environment, your immediate audience, there's always an emotional approach you should have for different people. Because people are different. You don't, I mean, the way I would talk to Nita isn't the same way I would talk to the guy behind the camera. Of course. So I feel like he made a good, distinct approach to making the differences, making people understand why he comes in this way in his business and why he approaches people. We'll come back to this topic. We'll come back, and when we have our guest in the house, he's also going to throw more light on emotional intelligence.
Okay, so I have so much to talk about, but when it's time for us to dissect the topic, we'll definitely talk intensively about it. Okay, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's their prime time interview with Oprah is being nominated for the Emmys. What an amazing, amazing achievement, if you ask me.
Yes,
because that interview went viral.
It went really viral.
It was such a revealing time, you know, with talking about the Queen of England, how she treated her and everything.
The whole racism issue.
I mean,
it's something that it deserves the attention. And now that they're bringing it back, it's only going to bring in more attention to the family.
Yeah.
I mean, they have all the attention, nevertheless, but we are looking at this part of, and they came out to say no. They would never say such things. You know, saying the child was never going to have a princely title or a royal title.
Yeah.
And then, you know, she also said she was going to at some point she thought of committing suicide. I mean, so the couple has been through a lot with the family.
Yeah, they have.
I mean, it's only good that we open the story and see what might come out of it. Yeah.
Okay, we'll take a break, and when we return, we'll be talking emotional intelligence, but we'll not be doing the show alone. Stick around to find out who our guests will be.
In a confusing world, and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. Black Drum Sessions video series showcases African indigenous musicians performing live in our studios. Come take a trip around Africa through authentic and indigenous voices. Showing on Star Times Channel 194. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
My name is Edauto.
My name is Anke.
Akilabi.
Kayefi Osha. Aderi Sola.
My name is Fine Art, and you are watching.
And you are watching.
Simi J. You're watching Black Drum Session.
All over the world, there are underground food spots that thrive 24/7. These are well-kept secrets that only the well-connected know about. Come with us as we go on an adventure to discover the tastes and locations of the most popular street food joints across Africa. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Black Drum Creative Hub is the only show that focuses on the creative sector, the show of shows. On this show, we dissect issues that are critical to the creative space, talk to and engage key players in the sector, and we showcase the heart of the creative industry, from the shows, the behind the scenes of the shows, the innovations, and of course, the tales by moonlight. Finally, we have a show we can rightly call the Creative Portal, a fulcrum for growing the entertainment sector. For inquiries and partnerships, contact marketing at 080-811-05907 or marketing@blackdrum.tv.
Show, and of course, it's been a wonderful time. We have our guest in the house already. He's a graduate of Ondo State University, studied biotech. He's currently an event planner, doing so well for himself. He joined us on the show today, and I'm going to I would love to introduce him to you so we can get to this topic already. Don't you think so? Mm-hmm. Okay, his name is Adebisi Pelumi from Osun State. How are you doing, sir?
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. How are you all doing?
We're doing great.
We're doing great.
So you are doing so well for yourself. I mean, what have you been up to?
Well, you know, events. We're in the second or third, fourth quarter of the year when events are always. So yeah, that's what I'm working on now. A lot of events coming in: burials, weddings, chieftaincy, and the all like so.
Making all the monies, enjoying all the alerts.
There's a reason why I didn't say that part. Let's just stick to what we're doing. It's just the events. But yes, making all the money as well. So.
Well, welcome. Okay, so we've heard a couple of things about you. You are a relationship therapist. I mean, that's another side of you we have not introduced. But then we've heard how you've been able to help people through their relationships because you are an emotional specialist. Yes, so that brings us to the topic for today, emotional intelligence.
Yes,
so we're throwing this to you. What do you have to say about this?
Okay, so let's start with what emotional intelligence is first. All right, so emotional intelligence, simply put, without any large terminologies, is understanding what your emotions are and knowing how to interact with that emotion or how to interpret that emotion for the right reaction. Because you're not just, your emotions don't just affect you, they affect the people around you, your network, your space, your family, your work. So if you can't understand your emotion and, you know, understand how to react, you might react wrongly to the wrong person. So for example, I'm stressed from home and I'm having this mood swing, I'm angry, and then you see me going to the office and then I'm cranky. So my work colleagues will not find it easy to work with me. They won't find it easy to approach me to discuss things. And you find out that would affect the productivity of the department's goal or collective goal.
Thank you.
Okay, you see, I like compliments, okay? But there are certain people, when you try to compliment them, they kind of have a different notion. We had this viral thing that went down. Somebody went to an office for an interview, and he was so excited and got carried away, and he told the woman, "You smell nice." And she took it super personal.
Okay.
So I said that to say this.
Okay.
People don't understand that emotional intelligence is something you learn. Nobody was born with that skill. So it's a skill. So when did you discover yourself? When did you see yourself as someone who is emotionally intelligent?
Okay. I think this will go back to school days.
Okay.
All right. You know, I don't know if you've seen this joke on Twitter, how single people tend to give the best advices in relationships. And then they ask you, how are you able to give that kind of advice? All right. So it started like that. You know, my friends in relationship then always come and meet me and like, okay, this is what's happening, this is what's happening. I'm like, okay, you know what, just calm down, do this, do this. She's a lady, you're a guy. You guys are coming from two different backgrounds. So after school, in church, I met with a friend who turned a mentor. He's a psychologist. He's a practicing therapist for people who have been abused sexually and people who are going through mental health breakdown. So he saw me, and then I think he saw me give a speech or something like that, and he just said, okay, he wants to teach me this emotional intelligence thing. So he took me through the course of emotional intelligence, a little bit of mental health, but it was mostly emotional intelligence relating with decision making and relating with other people. So that was when I discovered that, okay, it's something that I actually liked, and then I learned it as well. Like you said, it's a skill. It's not something that anyone is born naturally with. So I actually learned it for a period of like 3 to 6 months.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's brilliant.
That's amazing.
That's brilliant. So I feel now when it comes to people, let's drag this out of relationships and now let's come into realities.
Okay.
I mean,
relationship is reality.
Yeah, but let's leave relationship. Of course, relationship is built around emotions, but we're talking generally in the workspace.
Okay.
People really don't understand. I don't know if it's this side of the world or it's generally, just like my colleague said, you know, someone could just walk into an office and say, "You smell nice." It shouldn't be offensive.
Okay.
So what exactly is the right emotions for people to have? Is there like a defined emotion for people to have generally, both in every sector of their life?
Okay. The first thing about that question is emotion. You should understand that emotions are something that can be quantified.
Yeah.
You can't. It's not finite. Do you understand?
Okay.
Anything can trigger your emotion. Anything can switch it up. All right. Okay. So that's why emotional intelligence helps you to understand. Okay, presently this is my emotion. Presently this is where I am. This is the emotion that fits this kind of space.
Okay.
So for the interview that you spoke about, if I'm going to an interview and I see, you know, there's something called energy. You can read the energy in the room for an interview. Seeing the energy or feeling the energy in the room, and the first thing that comes out of your mouth is, "You smell nice," might come wrong to someone who has had an issue at home and she's just like, "Let's get this interview over with." Do you understand? So what the emotionally intelligent thing to do is to calm down, assess. So if the interviewer who is in charge of that space jokes around and says, "Oh wow, I like how you look," then you can respond with, "You smell nice." But if she doesn't and she just goes, "Please have your seat, let's talk. Please keep your compliments, even if you know she looks beautiful. Just keep your compliments. It's your interview, get your job, and walk out." Exactly.
Oh, that's a very brilliant. That's a brilliant response. It all depends on the space, the confinement where you find yourself. That's good. That's good.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to talk about you as an event planner. You have people with different temperaments that you work with.
I do.
Clients, you have the difficult clients, you have the friendly one, and you also have the complicated one. So share your experience. What are some of the experience you've had to, you know, say, okay, if not because of the love I have for this job, I'm just going to say goodbye to it.
Okay, let me start with where I learned the event planning. All right, my coach is someone who is very, very emotionally intelligence. She's a lady.
Okay.
All right. And I noticed that even at times when, with how trained I am on emotional intelligence, sometimes I want to react to some things, and she'll be the one to caution me and be like, no, you don't react first, observe. Do you understand? So yes, we have complicated clients, we have difficult clients, but clients are still sort of easier to manage because we built a sort of family friendship bond with the clients. So there's always continuous patronage. But you see other vendors, because as an event planner, I'm managing other vendors. You see other vendors at the event space. Okay, for example, you call a vendor that is supposed to supply foods.
Oh, that's where the problem is.
That's where the problem. And I'm telling you, okay, please come with clear charger plates, all right, and silver spoonware, silver. That's the column. And then this vendor comes with plastic charger plates or with gold charger plates. This was not the agreement. Why are you doing this? So what then now happens with the training I got from emotional intelligence is, okay, this has happened. Calm down. I'm angry because this person did not live up to the agreed bargain. This is not what we bargained. This is not what we agreed. This is what makes my emotion angry right now. So how do I come out of that phase of being angry and focus on something productive? Yes.
Thank you.
So that's you do that. We do that regularly because a lot of people will trigger you, especially in Lagos. I mean, stepping out of your house.
Is it just a Lagos thing?
No, it's not just a Lagos thing, but like Lagos is this state that stepping out of your house alone.
You should be ready for every kind of emotions.
Okay, let's talk about people reacting on social media. You might just decide to put up something with your picture in it. And people are not looking at the message of your post. And they're looking at your hair. They say, why is one hair strand looking funny?
Giving you shades.
You, at that time, you might not be able to take it. People take, things differently, like he mentioned earlier.
Body shaming.
Exactly, body shaming, different things.
See, on the internet, on social media, that's why it's something that Facebook, Twitter, and I think Instagram are trying to battle right now, which is internet bullying. All right, internet bullying, you just come online, you say what, because you can't, freedom of speech has given people a lot of access to abuse what they can say. So they don't think of the other party, they just lash out what they want to say. Sometimes they think about it, they apologize, but then the damage has been done. So you as a person putting out content, especially as a content creator, what I would recommend is have a strong emotional stability.
Control.
I like that, the word stability.
Because if you're going into content creation and words get to you, you're going to struggle.
Absolutely.
You're going to struggle. But what you can do is, make up your mind that this is you, this is what you stand for. So if people don't see that and they're coming at you,
it's the business.
It's their business.
It's the business.
It's their business.
Okay.
You don't owe anybody an apology. You don't owe anybody any explanation. You've already put it out there like, this is me. This is what I do. I'm living it.
Okay. Lovely. Still to come. Just stick around. And, of course, we look forward to you calling in, to be part of the show. Yes. Join us through the link showing on your screen. This is Hello Africa.
We live in a confusing world and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907 or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. Live in a confusing world and audiences need guardians in a confusing world and men of God need biblical interpretations. Men of God give biblical interpretation to life's quandaries and let the Bible guide your thoughts. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. Marketing 0808-110-5908. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. You can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. We live in a confusing world and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. We live in a confusing world, and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. We live in a confusing world, and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations to life's quandaries in every discussion. Grab a seat and let the Bible guide your thoughts. For inquiries and partnership, contact marketing 0808-110-5907, or you can send an email to marketing@blackdrum.tv. We live in a confusing world, and audiences need guardians on burning issues. Men of God give biblical interpretations.
Welcome back. You're still tuned to Hello Africa. I'm your girl Nita, and of course, I'm still chilling with Faith and Pelumi Adebisi, our wonderful guest.
Our wonderful guest, indeed, yes. Thank you so much for being on the show with us today.
Thank you very much for having me.
You've come a long way with emotions. I mean, everything you've said here has been so insightful.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, before we let you go today, we would like you to tell us what you are up to lately and what we are expecting.
Well, it's to expand my own events brand soon to start. But I've noticed that I prefer coordinating events for event planners. So I'm looking at how I can work with other event planners to coordinate their own events, because
brilliant.
I like the rush, the solving the challenges on field, on spot. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
It's a good thing.
Okay, I would like your last thoughts as touching emotional intelligence. How can people really handle it when it comes to working with people of different temperaments?
Yeah.
Okay, like I said, emotions are not something that are finite and you can cage in. But however, there's no step one, step two of how to do this, but there's some common similarities that I can share. So the first thing is, number one, observe.
I like that.
Observe yourself. Observe your environment. Observe the people you relate with day in, day out. And number two is to always question your thoughts before you take out your actions. So if, for example, you know that your mood just should suddenly swing, and I usually tell people emotions don't just swing. There's always a trigger.
There is a trigger.
If you can successfully find out or pinpoint that trigger, then you'll be able to address the emotion that you're having presently.
Exactly.
Amazing.
So with those two, if you observe and then you question what you're feeling now, you should be able to react intelligently to your emotions.
Wow. Thank you so much for your profound contributions on the show. We really appreciate you and we wish you the very best in your endeavors. Thank you so much. Okay, we'll let you go now. Still to come, we're talking about the components of emotional intelligence, okay? Yes. And we're just going to give you 5. So I'll be taking one and he'll be taking the other. That is Faith, okay? The first one is self-awareness. You need to be self-aware. Okay.
The next is self-regulation. Put yourself under control.
I like the word control.
Yes.
It says it all. And the next one is motivation. Be positive-minded every now and then.
Of course. And then the next one is empathy. Empathy is something we must consider. You don't know what the next person is going through. So before you let out your words, have empathy.
Think before you talk.
Yes,
think before you talk. This thing I'm about to say, how is this person going to take it? Is it going to affect them positively or negatively? Yeah. So empathy is really a skill that everybody needs to possess.
Of course.
Okay, the next one?
Next is social skills. Of course, be able to approach people. The social society is different from your personal space. When you come out to a social space, there should be an approach to people. You don't just dash out things. You don't just come out with all your emotions. Be able to pocket some of your habits, your behaviors, and then when you're out, people should be able to see the good side of you.
I like that. So I'm just going to hold on that. Okay, up next is our word facts. I get so excited when it comes to word facts because we try to give you some relaxing, juicy information about word things, information that you and I don't even have an idea they exist. Okay, so will you start, please?
Okay, so this one says, for 20 years, a cat served as mayor of an Alaskan town. Oh, wow.
You know, Alaska town doesn't have much population, so they said it was really like an easy task for them to just get a cat to be their mayor for 3 whole years.
That's a long time. I mean...
Really amazing. Okay. Do you know that clouds weigh more than 1 million pounds? I didn't even know that.
Clouds have weight?
Yes. 1 million pounds. Wow.
That's interesting.
That's huge.
Okay, so this one says the Queen owns all the swans in England.
All the swans, yeah. All the swans. Okay. We have this other one that says somebody tried to sell New Zealand on eBay. Try to sell Nigeria on eBay or one of these apps. I mean, that's ridiculous.
What's going on?
That's ridiculous. Okay.
Okay, this one says...
Okay, all right.
Louisiana is home to a rare pink dolphin. Have you seen a pink dolphin?
I saw that, yes. Wow. And it's rare. I think they said they saw it in 2015, 2018, and also 2019. And it's the only one in that particular place.
That's quite good. Interesting.
It's so beautiful. You need to see the picture. It's really beautiful.
I should see it. Okay, this one says a human could swim through a blue whale's veins. Whoa.
That's what I would say.